The Eyes of Laura Mars is a giallo film, but it's not Italian. It's filmed in America. It is written by John Carpenter and another person whose name I don't remember. But it's directed by Ivan Kirschner, who was the director of The Empire Strikes Back, which is, you know, a very popular film. But this is, so John Carpenter wrote the movie with David Zelig Goodman. So this was his first movie, basically. And then he wrote that, then he wrote Halloween in the same year. So that was the movie that sort of pushed him. Actually, that's not true. He did Dark Star, didn't he? John Carpenter did Dark Star. Pretty sure. I don't know, why did they say that was his first movie? Well, maybe because he didn't write Dark Star. Let's see who wrote that. Yeah, he wrote that movie. I don't know. Okay, the Wikipedia is obviously wrong. This is not his first movie. This might be maybe the first movie he wrote and did not direct. But basically, The Eyes of Laura Mars is about Laura Mars. She's a fashion photographer played by Faye Dunaway, and she's actually like really good. People are really into her, like sort of like weird, sort of edgy, because it takes place in 1978. So she's really into like the edgy sort of like naked woman, but her boobs are being covered by a gun or something, and you know, like two of them will be almost kissing on a motorcycle, you know, crazy stuff. Or like you know, Greek goddesses, but their boobs are covered barely, and they're, you know, covered in water. She does really edgy, violent, or sometimes very sexual photographs. However, she also has this power where she can basically inhabit another person, and she doesn't know where that comes from, but basically one of her friends dies. One of the models gets violently killed, and she's able to sort of witness it through the eyes of the killer. Of course, the police don't believe her, but this sort of power allows her to sort of like hijack into the killer. So she spends most of the movie watching this gloved killer attack her friends in the industry, and the only one that can stop him is Tommy Lee Jones's character Neville, who's like a detective who kind of believes her, so he humors her, and they develop a romance. So this movie is okay. It's really interesting to see a giallo made by another country, not Italian. It doesn't have much in terms of style. The kills are okay, but I felt the ending was really weak. You know, I've seen a lot of giallo myself, so this one kind of pales in comparison because it kind of fizzles out. It doesn't have a lot of thrills in the climax. It's sort of very cut and dry. The movie does have a great cast, though. I like Brad Dourif and Tommy Lee Jones, Faye Dunaway. It's got those three main characters, really. But overall, yeah, The Eyes of Laura Mars is, you know, it has like everything you need. It's got the, you know, John Carpenter and the other guy writing it. Ivan Kirschner directing. Good cast, you know. But the story itself is just kind of okay. So I give The Eyes of Laura Mars a 5.5 out of 10.